There's no stopping women. We're great at this business. This was made for us. Hi, my name is Debbie Ordille. I am the Chief Operating Officer at RCN Capital. Been in the business for over 30 years.
I'm LaCentra. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of RCN Capital, and I've been with the company for 10 years now.
Hi, my name is Jessica Edwardson, and I'm the Underwriting Manager at RCN Capital.
My name is Kristin Prasad. My job title here is Paralegal and Default Servicing.
Hi everyone, I'm Mackenzie Anderson and I'm a Marketing Associate at RCN Capital.
My name is Nairo Burrito Salazar. I am an IT Technician 1.
Hi, I'm Brooke Del Judas. I'm a Talent Acquisition Specialist for RCN Capital.
Hi, my name is Mary Margaret Hogan and I am a Marketing Associate with RCN Capital.
Happy International Women's Day from RCN India Servicing Team.
Being a woman in the mortgage lending industry, to me, means inspiring other women to succeed and present their ideas. In such a male-dominated industry, it's important to be able to have representation. So I think that's a lot of what I've been trying to accomplish as the Chief Marketing Officer at RCN Capital.
Being a woman in the mortgage lending industry means it can be very chaotic and sometimes really challenging at times, but it's really helped me grow into the woman that I am today.
In today's times, a woman is not anything less than a man, but can work in every field possible that men can do. And women have proved themselves that even if they are working, they give their best at work and also at home. Hats off to all the women who have proved themselves with all barriers that come their way and achieved great in their careers and are an example to the world today and great motivation for the generations to come.
My personal experience being a woman in this field has been both good and bad. I would say RCN Capital has definitely provided significant opportunities for me to excel as a woman in the industry, and has also it allowed me the ability to have a platform to be able to communicate a lot of my ideas and also hopefully inspire other women in the mortgage industry. The industry as a whole is obviously very male-dominated, so I have faced a lot of pushback, a lot of being pushed aside, and a lot of obstacles to my success, but thankfully I feel like I've been able to overcome that.
My personal experience as a woman in the field has had its share of ups and downs. The marketing department that I'm a part of at RCN Capital is led by two fearless women, and our department as a whole has plenty of equally brilliant women alongside that I'm very privileged to work with. This community is crucial to me. You know, unfortunately, beyond these walls, it happens of instances of gender bias and discrimination. I've witnessed it, I've experienced it, and whether it's people doubting your intelligence or, you know, unfortunate cases of harassment, it is something that happens very far too often. And despite the work in progress we've been trying to make, there's still a ton of work that needs to be done.
My personal experience being a woman in this field is that I gained a lot more confidence in myself and what I do for a living, and I have a lot thicker of skin now. I get to work for a CMO who has been in this industry for 10 years, who also happens to be a woman, and she's very motivating to all of us and super inspiring, and it makes me want to just stick it out.
Women working in a male-dominated industry have a variety of challenges, roadblocks. There's a stereotype at times that we're soft, we're emotional, we're more of a caretaker, or even that we're too busy or have too much on our plates to do our job successfully because we maybe have kids at home or a family to care for. 15 years ago, when I took my first leadership role, I spent the first few months observing the leadership team around me. And I realized very quickly that I was not them. I had something unique to offer, but it really took time for me to realize my value. I can be strong when I need to be. I can be empathetic when I need to be. I know the importance of changing my approach depending on who I'm speaking with. People are different. They have different needs. They respond differently. And it's important that my team knows that I'm here, I understand, I can be somebody that they respect, somebody that they can come to if they need something or want to be able to voice an opinion on something. I want to be somebody they're inspired by and that they believe in. We all know, and my team knows, that we have a job to do. We're here to get something done. And it's important that they understand their contributions and the importance of what they're doing every day. But it's also important that we know each other on a human level. They know I have their backs. And I appreciate how RCN Capital supports and recognizes my style.
So as a woman, I will say that my biggest obstacle that I have faced in the IT department or IT environment will be intimidation. Our IT is predominantly led by males, and working in an environment like that can be intimidating sometimes. I have learned with my career and with RCN Capital as well that in here I have a voice. I have a great team that I can share my ideas and be myself, and I see myself growing and excelling myself in my career as well.
Well, before I came to RCN Capital, after I had graduated college, I went into the insurance industry. And one of the obstacles that I ran into was there weren't a lot of women. Like here, you actually see women as directors. So that was, a little disconcerting, but I thought, as a young 20-year-old coming in, hey, why don't I just work really, really hard, and one day that's gonna be me. But I got bored like really quickly. And a lot of it was because, there are times as women we do feel a little slighted when there are opportunities and you don't get them. Either they go to like somebody else or they go to your male counterparts. It does make you kind of bounces you off your track, and you're like, well, let me try something different. So that's when I went back to school and I got my paralegal certificate. So I guess those are some of the barriers that I came up with. I changed my career and I went into a different field, and I haven't looked back since. So
just like other women, I have to be independent in this society and work for my dreams. But when it comes to reality, getting married and having kids is not so easy like we dream. I have started my career before marriage, and after my first child, I had to quit the job to take care of my newborn child. After being at home for 3 years, and my perseverance to work made me to join RCN Capital. As a woman, even now having 2 kids, I'm facing various challenges trying to balance work and family, but doesn't hold me back from realizing my dreams. I want to give a message to all the women out there from what barriers or obstacles we have to fight it to reach our career goal. So
I faced 2 barriers or obstacles in my career so far. 1, not being taken seriously. 2, being put into uncomfortable situations. I feel that sometimes we get talked down to through like at trade shows or different networking events, and that really just needs to change in 2023.
I think my personal experiences can be used to highlight a lot of the inequality that occurs in the industry and be used as an example of how we can move the industry forward. I think personally some of the different adversity that I've faced can be used to then again, highlight some of these tremendous inequalities that are happening and hopefully improve and push the industry forward.
My experiences in the mortgage business has been very diverse over the years. The mortgage business has definitely come a very long way when it comes to equality in every aspect. The business has presented itself in a much better view nowadays than it did when I first started. And a lot of it was from my predecessors. It is definitely used to have a glass ceiling, and women were definitely a minority. And it took a lot of us to break that glass ceiling and it was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it.
Women in these days, women are playing an important role in mortgage industry. So in today's world, men and women are given equal opportunities, and there is a gender equality in mortgage industry.
I really think, especially in HR, it really means challenging your own biases, and part of that is me using that to influence how I educate hiring managers. That, the more people that understand gender equality and the more people that believe in the mission and the message, the more really intelligent and really talented women are going to come up in the organization and become decision makers and strategists and really get their voice heard.
So the advice that I would give to the next generation of females entering the mortgage space would be to really believe in yourself. Don't let your ideas be discounted because you are young. Your opinions and your thoughts are valid, and even if you need to be louder than other people to get them across, do it. You should push forward, you should persevere, you should never let people discount your opinion because you're a woman.
My advice to any woman coming into this industry is to let your personality shine. Be yourself, don't hide it, and remember that you're an asset and you're someone who brings value to the table. Don't limit yourself to the expectations of others. There's always room at the table, and I thank RCN Capital for making room at their table for me.
The most important valuable advice I could offer other women in the career is to follow their passion. I'm from Visakhapatnam. I have moved to the other city for the career growth in mortgage industry. In India today, most of the women are doing night shift in the mortgage domain. I also did many years in the night shift. We should be brave, bold, strong, and we believe in ourselves. My experience that the mortgage industry is a great platform for the career growth. My advice to all the younger youth entering in the mortgage industry is to be passionate whatever they do. For sure, mortgage industry will help you to reach the goals.
I would definitely do my due diligence. In the mortgage industry, not only do you have to know the market, but you have to know the players and you have to know the game. Try to learn as much as you can. That way, when you're asked questions, you have answers. And it's important to have answers because you don't want to look silly. Try to find out what you can also get out of this company. And I'm not just talking about a salary. I'm also, talking about advancement, career advancement. Definitely as a woman, that's important because if you plan on working, you also have to be competitive. And you're not going to be competitive in this field if you allow yourself to be, I don't want to say, get rolled over on, but you just want to make sure that you can advance yourself.
Find a mentor. We learn a lot from each other. We know how to bring each other up and know where our best fortes are. And I think getting a good background and a good support system definitely helps in this business. It's because it's so high paced, you can get kind of lost sometimes. And I think a mentor and even being a mentee is great for all equality in this business.
Nowadays, mortgage industry is growing so fast. Mainly, mortgage industry is a male-dominated industry, even though women are working very hard to reach their goals. Female employees are more increasing in mortgage industry compared to male employees. Various mortgage companies providing various facilities to the female employees like home pickup and home drop facilities, no harassment in workplace. Both male and females are treated as the same. Previously, women are not interested to work in night shifts, but also nowadays females are also interested to work in night shifts. All the managers and also other employees created good environment in workplace. Every female employees can work without any hesitation with their support. Women are also working in various designations like mortgage loan officers, mortgage brokers, and mortgage counselors. If women work in a mortgage industry, they have a bright future. So my message is for every woman to join in the mortgage lending industry, as it is a platform which helps us to reach our career goals.
Advice for the next generation of female leaders: speak up and speak often. I think it's really easy, especially in male-dominated fields, to take that back seat. It can be intimidating. but make your voice heard. Because a lot of times someone else isn't going to do it for you. They're not going to give you the keys to the kingdom. You're going to have to get there yourself. So don't be afraid to speak your mind. The sooner you do it, the sooner you get comfortable with it. And the sooner you get comfortable with it, the sooner you can affect change at a higher level.
Hi everyone. My advice to the next generation of female leaders would be honest. Don't compare yourself with others. Take risks and never give up on your ideas. A perfect leader is not the one who comes early and leaves late. It is someone who dedicates themselves to the work wholeheartedly. So find your passion in the work, what you're doing in day-to-day life. And work as a one team and express your gratitude towards the team contributions. Believe in yourself and your potential. Embrace every opportunity to learn something new.
Have more self-compassion, particularly as a professional woman. It is very easy to fall into the trap of unrealistic beauty standards, pressures to tolerate certain behaviors. You can lose yourself and you can lose sight of your worth, your value, and it's just so important to find that self-compassion. There's a lot of inner work that is involved when finding compassion for yourself, and it's more difficult than advertised, so I would definitely give that advice to start working on it early and just build it up throughout your life and career.
Believe in yourself always. Seize any opportunity that you have. Study and work hard. Try to do everything that you do with excellence.
Supporting women is probably the most important thing that we can do as an organization and as individual women. And I think the best way to do it is honestly raise women's voices, amplify those voices, talk to other women, ask them the important questions and ask them the hard ones too. The information that you get from that is going to tell you both how you need to move forward, and it's also going to highlight some maybe missteps or bumps in the road that you can avoid. And that's really what's going to help the entire industry, our own organization, and any organization grow in terms of gender equality and equity.
I think just being there for one another and being someone else to go to talk to and believing them with anything that they come to you with. I also think that we need to cut some slack for one another and stop being so hard on each other. We're supposed to be building each other up and working together rather than tearing us apart.
Sharing their own experiences, not also their own experiences, but also what they did to overcome any failures or any problem they have. Help them, listen to them, to their ideas, and try to shape them if they need to, and bring that confidence to them for them to work hard and excel in their career.
Being a woman, I strongly feel that woman has its own power, and being support to other women creates more power in any field. Being open and honest is the main key to start the bonding in the organization. While women play a vital role in all the fields, we can say women also needs to support of every woman achievement to achieve their goals and feel happy. As per my personal experience, I have seen most of the women face few complexity issues in the organization. Here, we can only support them by understanding their concerns in their point of view, and boosting her self-esteem will help to make her feel better. I conclude, every woman in any organization expects to be in a fair and healthy environment and to feel safe all around.
But always look out for another woman. That's what I always do. I don't put down women. I embrace my womanhood, and I do with other people, and that's how we're going to get ahead. Always try to be 10 steps ahead of the man.
So my overall message for women in the mortgage industry is keep persevering, keep doing what you're doing, keep being loud, keep bringing across all of those new ideas, and never let people stop you from accomplishing your goals.
Be confident, work hard, prepare yourself. This is a great career, and women are definitely needed. We have what we need to excel, to be as good as men are. So I will think that you have to go for it and be confident all the time.
My overall message for other women in the mortgage industry would be just to stick up for yourself and to continue working hard and being the woman, the great women that you guys all are. And I think from there, everything else will follow.
You know, you've got this. You have all of the intelligence, you have all of the drive, the motivation to be whoever you want to be. And anyone that tells you otherwise is only trying to keep you down.
Let's just try to look out for each other. That's what I say to all women.
I think a lot of times you hear it's just the way it is, and that's just completely unacceptable. It should be everyone's goal to eliminate discrimination based on gender in the workplace and anywhere else. And I think it has to be a collective effort. It cannot just be on women to solve the problem.
As corny as it sounds, be the change. It always starts with one.